Okay, we're on Baba Kama, Perak Chet, Mishnah Gimel. We're continuing to talk about chovel, someone who injures somebody else. Malicious intent, on purpose, negligence. You didn't cause damage, you injured somebody, says the Mishnah. Hamakeh et aviv ve'et imo. So normally if you strike your mother and your father, velo asa behem, so that's not normally. This is the case. Hamakeh et aviv ve'imo. You strike your mother or your father, velo asa behem chabura. You didn't wound them. Now we go to normally. If you gave them a chabura, if you wounded them, then you're chayav mita, and we invoke the rule of kamle b'derabba minei. Let's look at I'll just show you what it is again. We've looked at it before. Here we go. Kamle, oops, I lost it again. Let's find it again. Kamle b'derabba minei. There we go. Kamle b'derabba minei. We have the five. Normally you have to pay the five things. Kamle b'derabba minei says you give only the strictest, the more stringent punishment. So, we're going to see if you wound them, then you get kamle b'derabba minei, you get death, and you don't have to pay your mother or your father for the wound that you caused. But if you didn't wound them, so you're not chayav mita, or v'chovel b'chaviro b'yom kippurim, you beat up your friend, wound him on Yom Kippur. So Yom Kippur, it's a chiyuv karet, and if you have a chiyuv karet midoraita, then there's chiyuv malkot. So the Bartanura says, 1 second, don't we also say chiyuv malkot? Don't we also say kamle b'derabba minei if you're chayav malkot? So he says the following. Even though normally in the entire Torah, however, if you violate an avera, that you have to get lashes. The punishment is lashes and payment. In that case, you get malkot and you don't pay. But in this case, you pay. If you injure someone on Yom Kippur, you pay. And you don't get malkot. Why? Because there's explicitly, they have a drasha in the Torah. Chazal learned out that if you injure your friend, you pay and you don't get malkot. Okay, as it says, yad biyad, hainu mamon, whatever, you could learn it out. Okay, that they teach us lahavi chovel chavero b'yom kippurim shemashalein ve'ino lokeh. There's a special drasha, a special learning from the pasuk that tells us that in this case of chovel b'chavero, on Yom Kippur, you have to pay. And similarly, you strike your mother, your father, and you're lucky enough that you actually didn't wound them. Maybe you embarrass them. Maybe they're like, I don't know, mentally maimed. They can't work, whatever. You're not chayav mita, so you have to pay. Your dad's going to take you to court and say, pay me. Hachovel be'eved ivri. So let's go about it. We're going to talk about avadim. There's eved ivri. Eved ivri is a Jewish eved. Okay? And we're going to have two categories. Your eved and somebody else's eved. And Eved Kanani. And Eved Kanani is a non-Jewish Eved. So an Eved, Chavel be'Eved Ivri. If you injure an Eved Ivri, you're Jewish Eved, Chayav bekulam chutz min hashevet. You have to pay, okay? You have to pay everyone, you have to pay all of them, all 5 damages, nezek tzar ripoy boshet, except for shevet, except for disability, inability to work. Bizman shehu shalo. Why should you have to pay Bizman shehu shalo? Makes sense. He's your Eved, so he can't work. You lose. But the rest you have to pay him because you injured him. Okay, but hachovel be'eved k'na'ani shel achirim. If you injure the eved k'na'ani of others, chayav bekulam. You have to pay all. You have to pay the eved k'na'ani. You have to pay all the damages. Ebenezek sar ripoy shevet and boshet. You have to pay all of them of somebody else's eved k'na'ani. If you injure your own eved k'na'ani, we'll see later on. Rabbi Yehuda says, ein la'avadim boshet. Avadim do not have boshet because they're not included in the pasuk of there's not achva. Achva is brotherhood. Yatsa anashi eved she'ein lo achva. Eved isn't considered in the brotherhood of Jewish people. So Rabbi Yehuda said he doesn't have boshet. So we have two categories. We have eved ivri, yours and someone else's, and eved kanani. And so far we've learned eved ivri, your eved ivri. You have to pay everything except for shevet. With somebody else's eved ivri, you have to pay everything because the shevet, you have to pay the other guy, the shevet, who loses his Eved's inability to work. And other people's Eved Kanani, you have to pay everything, except according to Rabbi Yehuda. We'll stop here, and we'll dedicate our learning. The rest of the Eved, we're going to learn in a future Mishnah. Okay, we'll stop here and dedicate our learning. Remember, my father, Harav Simcha Ben Yisrael Kalman. Have a good day.